Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here in my flat in Rochester, Kent, and it's a bit duller today. The sun is not shining, but I'm sure it will later on. I don't feel cold. I did when I got up, but I put the heater on for about 5 minutes and it just became unbearable. So I think it's going to be another nice warm day today, although the sun is not shining through the window this morning. Basically the phone started ringing at 10 to 8. I was awake already, so the phone call hadn't woken me up. So 10 to 8. For my mother to give me the usual daytime call, as she said. She was giving me the usual daytime call to tell me to have a good day. Now this is going to go on forever. It's not going to stop. Right? It's just not going to stop, because when she does not phone, there is no noise nuisance. It's completely normal and everything's fine. As soon as she rings the phone, which is at 10 to 7, next door or someone started thumping around, slamming some door really shut, which feels like it's knocking the teeth out of my mouth, and you start getting this banging noise. It's every time she rings the phone and leaves a message. So it'll be all quiet, and then my mum rings the phone and there's banging noise, and it draws me to the window, and then I saw a woman in a yellow fluorescent jacket like he wears upstairs. A female was wearing a yellow fluorescent jacket, because what happened was my mum rang the phone, it started to get noisy, and then I try and it's by the wall, and the slamming door it nearly shook the wall. I don't understand why people have to violently shut the doors so it's banging walls. This whole block of flats will start to fall down and they get cracks in the walls, because seriously, whoever's slamming doors like that, they're going to come off the bloody hinges. It's loud. So I go over to the window, don't I? And there's a woman, blonde woman with a yellow fluorescent jacket on, like he wears upstairs. So I thought, fuck this, I don't want to look out the window. Came back, I've made myself a lovely cup of ginger tea, and I'm getting on with what I'm doing. I made my tea and I thought I'll listen to the message. I mean, it could be something important. I keep my phone on in case something happens to somebody, you know. No. Hello, Ginestra, this is me, your mother Jennifer, giving you the usual early morning call to make sure that you have a good day. And it's the repetitive script and speech every day of the week. 3 times a day, sometimes 4 or 5, asking me to call her back. No. And that's when they started banging next door. It's honestly, you'd have to be in my flat to believe it. You really would. It sounds like someone is slamming the door so hard that it's shaking the whole building. Why do people slam doors like that? What do they get out of it? It's not going to get a reaction out of me. I thought, right, I went over to the window, didn't I? I thought, oh fuck it, I'm going back from the window and I'm going to mind my own business and drink my tea. I mean, really. I started to feel shit yesterday afternoon. Crap. I was coping really well, and then it's this harassment, these calls. and you listen to them, and it's an early morning call, early. It sounds like a posh person gone wrong. I mean, who is she working for? Who is she spieling this speech off? These letters with King Charles stamps on, giving me pocket money at my age. I mean, really, it's beyond belief, this. It's beyond belief. It's like I'm 2 years old being kept, kept. Have a sip of my tea. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to tough guy Chuck Norris, who was the only baby to come into this world roundhouse kicking, instead of screaming. For more, just ask me for a Chuck Norris fact.
Alexa, can you give me a Chuck Norris fact?
Fact. Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
Alexa, who is Chuck Norris?
Good morning, Crystal. Carlos Ray Chuck Norris is an American martial artist and actor. He is a black belt in Tang Soo Do, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo.
Alexa, how old is Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is 85 years old.
Chuck Norris is 85 years old and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Alexa, what's the time, please? Sorry I'm shouting, but I'm battling next door. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:27 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday, the 10th of March.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 8 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 14 degrees and a low of 4 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense.
And Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 10th of March include Osama bin Laden, John Hamm, Bad Bunny, Olivia Wilde, and Emily Osment.
So guys, good morning everyone. Today is Monday. I hope everybody has a great start to the week, whatever you're doing. I'm at home today, as I am most of the week, and I enjoy taking my dog for a walk and I enjoy being left alone. My business is nobody else's business, right? And Jennifer is my mother. My father died 3 years ago, and what is the urgency to have to go up to see my mother? You know, I'm not a baby. When I go up there, I'm not treated very nicely anyway. I'm made fun of, shouted at, humiliated, and I don't enjoy it at all. So I'm here in my flat and I'm trying to get on with my life. It's like when you're living in a relationship that's domestic violence and you're trying to escape it. At first you don't know what to do with yourself because a person's been controlling you, whether it's been by money, violence or mental abuse. Because mental abuse can be more damaging sometimes than physical abuse. When people put you down, make fun of you, it undermines your self-confidence and makes you feel miserable and awful and depressed every day. I'm trying to get on with my life. My mother seems to think that she needs to get up first thing in the morning, ring me up on the phone and try and make the rest of my day miserable for some reason. Perhaps because her life is miserable, hey? I've tried. I've been shouted at so many times that I'm getting on with my life now. No one deserves mental abuse. I remember, the game she plays, and she's in full control of her faculties. She's got a very, very, good mind for a person that's nearly 80. And I suffered this abuse when I was a child, when I was a kid and a teenager, putting me down, making fun of what I look like. Now I'm sick and I'm tired of it. My parents embarrassed me when I was younger. They embarrassed me. They did. Having to have a dad that's abusing you go to a parents' evening, and you can't say to the teacher, my dad's doing this to me and he's doing that, and watching him shake hands and put fake posh accents to a teacher. He used to put fake posh accents on. Like, ew. And I was sat there embarrassed and ashamed of my parents because they were just one big lie. A lie. An embarrassment and a lie to myself. And that is the truth. You should be proud of your parents. You should love, how can you love parents that are abusing you? How can you be proud of parents that abuse you? The Lord Jesus tells us to forgive, but it's hard to forgive. It's really hard to forgive parents that have abused yourself and harmed you irreparably, to the point where I cannot form relationships with other people because of what has been done to myself. To be afraid of people, a social phobia, which is brought on by being scared of my father as a child, because he hit me, violently hit me, and watching a useless, helpless mother stand there while he did used to hit me. And that is the truth. So guys, today I'm keeping safe. I'm keeping away from somebody that makes me feel horrible about myself. Now, what is wrong with that? The money doesn't help. Little bits of pocket money don't help. It's just enough to treat yourself to something, and that's it, I would have liked to have got my teeth fixed. I would have liked to have gone on holiday. I would have liked to have put a down payment on my own flat. Things went wrong in my marriage, and my ex-husband took over my finances, my money, and I could have bought my own property, the job I was working in. But domestic violence is one of those things where it doesn't matter who you are, what you've got, it fucking destroys a person. It destroys a person. You can go from being the richest person on the planet to being homeless on the street. When you've got an abusive partner that is undermining your self-confidence, keep putting you down, hitting you, not letting you speak to anybody else, isolating you. I had everything. I had a good job, I was earning good money, and I was on my way to probably putting a deposit on somewhere to live, and domestic violence destroyed my life. And it's the put downs, isn't it? My mother, it might make her feel good saying these things, but it doesn't make me feel good, and I'm staying away from somebody that thinks it's okay to laugh and mock me. It was done to my dad, and I had to sit and listen to it. And I, you know, I can choose not to. I can choose to put myself through that torture again, or I can choose not to. And she is the only thing in my life, right? On the phone to me 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. You're always on my mind. She hasn't got a clue. She's clueless. She's self-centered. She's narcissistic. Everything's about herself, and I'm trying to copy her. And it fucks up my head when I go up there and she keeps spieling off some sort of twisted royal speech, because it sounds like, you know, my mum used to sip her tea like this. The royals do that. The elderly royals used to sit and their little fingers while they were drinking their tea, and my mum used to do that when I was little. So it's like some twisted royal speech. I don't want handouts, you know, little bits of pocket money. I'm not 3 years old. They can choose to come clean about what they're doing, or they can carry on talking to themselves, because I ain't listening. It's like, no, I'm serious. It's like somebody's made up this bullshit fake fairy tale for me to live in, right? So yeah, I've got a flat, I've got clothes on my back, I've got food in my belly, and I've got the fucking made up bullshit news on the telly and the fucking crap newspapers, but I've got no fucking company. I've even got a dog and a cat to amuse myself, but I've got no real company. Do you know what I mean? So she's rung up the phone to cause trouble, and I'll get people running away from me. Like, I feel like shit. I've got a headache. All they've done next door is slam doors. Every single door they've opened, they've slammed it shut. Right? What do you want from me? What do these people want from me? Because they're not going to get it. I think I'm a mother's meal ticket. I think she sits in her flat, right? Because why does she keep saying I'm trying to copy her? I'm a bloody meal ticket, look. She sits in her flat, no noise, no trouble, all day long, safe with not coming to any harm. And then I'm supposed to be my mother's stunt double, am I? Go outside and fucking get nearly run over, run away from, shouted at, and fucking... It's weird. So I'm drinking my cup of tea. I don't want any more punishment. I've done nothing wrong. If she wanted me to come up there, she would have said to Nestro, ring me back, I'd like to see you today. Now I'll get 30 minutes of, oh, don't mind me saying, but I had a pain in my toe. I had a pain in my bottom. And that drama where I thought that she'd got no food in the fridge and no money, I went overdrawn in the bank to help my mother out. I know she gave me the money back, but at that time I went overdrawn in the bank to help my mum get some food and water. And then the next day she tells Sue to go and get her some food. Pasties and custard tarts. I mean, there's nothing being taken for a mug, is there? I don't listen to it no more. And like, if I don't go round there, I mean, that's it. Got food in the fridge, I've got money in my purse. A mum should look after you, not put you in danger. A mother should protect you, and she didn't when I was a child. She absolutely did not. She fed me to the monster. That's what I felt like. And she fed me to the monster again in 2008. And the monster was my dad. Now I can choose to keep listening to her bullshit, or I can choose to fight it, or however hard it is, because when you recover from childhood abuse, you never ever forget, and you never fully recover, and it's always with you every day of your life, but you put it to the back of your mind, like myself. And while she keeps doing this repetitive bullshit, I'm not recovering properly. You know, I don't want to go up and see a picture of my father, the monster that caused me all this trouble. And he's supposed to have committed domestic violence against her over 54 years. And she's even blows kisses to his picture. I mean, really. I've had enough. Everything's a lie. Everything in my life is a lie and it's fake, including my mother. See you later.